Yeah.
Do you want the update?
Yeah.
Come over and I'll show you.
Hang on, first of all, I think it's an important start to the episode that this is Shane's bed.
It is my bed.
That's his rags. That's his gaffer tape.
So Joe Tho brought it down for me last night because I said to him, he goes, should I start wide? There's a bed here.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory in the episode.
I said to Joe Tho last night, I said, I love it when I've got a rag bag because it means I've got a half decent pillow. And then I said, he goes, well, why don't we drag this down?
Not going to ask what that bucket's for then.
Anyway, we've got all the rat's nest is half sorted. We've taken out 3 of the, that's really loud.
You can still hear.
Can they?
Yeah.
I can't hear myself, Gaz. So I've been at a dentist.
So that's the 3-phase to the kitchen, right?
3-phase to the kitchen. We chucked in, we got rid of a couple of older cables. And then we put the new ones in for the kitchen. And we got a new one in for the bar. So that's done. So what we ended up having to do was sitting here with steel wool, sugar soap, and we just literally cleaned all the gunk off with
It's looking a lot better.
well, it took hours. I don't think we filmed any of it, but literally I got there's a bit of the steel wool there, and we just sat there and that's loud. Scrubbed it to get the dirt up. And then we sanded it back for 2 hours.
Yeah,
I think 3 hours even.
Yeah, right. What's this fresh bit of wood behind you, mate?
This is what's gonna go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna inlay this here to cover up those holes. And then it's gonna blend, we're gonna blend it in. So we can't keep the parquetry because we don't have it, and it is no longer in existence. I had a look yesterday, see if we could find some down at the lumber yard, and couldn't find any that mixed. So basically what we're doing, and because that means it'd be a whole other hassle with having to get them in there. So what we're gonna do, Pips, we've got an important job we're gonna do for Pip. We're gonna realign, because we've got sold out show tonight. We're going to connect number 5 in because it runs the glass washer out the back. But we're literally, Pip's up there now, putting in, I'll just walk out here, I can't hear this anymore. Come into my bedroom, come into my boudoir. So Pip's up there on the switchboard. It's a really tiny little handmade thing that all the everything runs through. So he's making it something a bit bigger so we can chuck the 3-phase through and the other cables on the bottom, because it should run up and underneath instead of at the moment it's running to the side, which makes the whole switchboard a mess. So he's doing that. Then we're going to connect everything up, and then we're going to, so we've only got to 3:15. Then we're going to put everything back. We're going to fix the floor. I'm not going to stain it today. I'm not going to coat it or anything. I'm just going to do a couple of more sands on it once we've got everything down. And then once that's down, I'll come in tomorrow and probably maybe stain it, maybe not stain it, maybe just put the floor cleaner on it. I haven't decided yet. We'll decide when we get there, but that's basically what we've been doing. I don't know. It's been a long couple of days. This might, all the places I slept in pubs, on top of freezers, floors, bars, tables pushed together, bar stools put together. This is the second most comfortable. The most important thing I'm waiting for out of all this is for Leanne to bring me clean socks, a t-shirt, and more clean socks, because my feet, we're going to get this on camera and you're all going to go, oh, it's disgusting.
As the cameraman, man, I don't know if I want to do that.
You do. You do. I got this thing. I'll show you when we get there. But well, Leanne's here, but I'm going to wait for her to get back here. She is at work.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
So, we want those cables to go in here.
Yeah.
So, we're putting this bit of duct on. So, just cut a hole inside of here.
Ah, that's what the plunge cutting sound was.
We'll cut some holes in here. We've already cut these ones in here.
I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but whatever. I'm not that flexible this morning. And then all that goes in there.
Yeah, something like that. With a bit of luck.
With a bit of luck. Alright.
Should we do the lesson?
Here we go. What lesson? What are we learning here apart from the fact you've got feet?
Oh. Yucky,
it's
don't
not
show
that.
your feet.
It's like, because...
He made me go and get the camera to do this.
Yeah.
Have you explained
That you haven't been
you
home?
haven't been home because you've been not
Yeah.
party, you've been working all
I've been
night?
working.
So you haven't slept in how long?
Well,
many
I slept last night.
Oh.
I got
Well, he's sitting on his bed. He's got his rag bag.
Where? Oh, is that
I
the,
got my pillow bag,
where you've been sleeping?
rag pillow.
Oh.
But anyway, this is where the rag pillow comes in handy.
Oh dear.
Because your feet go gross after like 26, 27 hours without taking your shoes off. Anyway, there is a process. There is an actual legit process to making your feet. Oh, see, that feels good too. Hey, tell you what,
Yeah.
cows are mooing, the dogs are barking.
Dogs are barking
But anyway,
today.
so this is what it does to your feet. It's gross, isn't it? It's called pitted keratolysis.
Oh Jesus,
It's from
man.
the being in moist areas, and because I wear cons and I'm always into wet.
You know you're creating a situation where I have to look at this more than once.
Yeah, this isn't bad though. This is actually pretty good. But here's the secret. So they've... Leanne, your whatever washing soap you're using at the moment, it's really good.
It's one thing I'm good at.
Anyway, here you go. So you grab...
By the looks of the bottom of his feet though, it might be pure acid.
Hey, well, she told me she would put Visine in all my food.
No.
In all my coffee.
In your water.
Again,
Yeah.
things that
Anyway,
you don't want to necessarily have on the internet.
You get part of your pillow.
Oh dear.
Hot.
And
Sorry, it's hot in here.
all bars should have some sort of bleach.
Oh mate, no.
Jay, no.
No.
Every time.
Don't.
And this is what it does, because you got to dry them. And because I don't have time to actually go and wash my feet properly.
Jesus.
The hose out the back, Shay.
Yeah, I know, it's not the
Yeah, I
same.
feel like we should put him in the driveway and hose him down.
Anyway,
I don't get
put
paid
them on,
enough
let
for
them
this.
air dry for a little bit.
You're giving him the whole process.
Yeah, there's a whole process, because or else it just... Yeah, look at that, that's gross.
Oh
Don't ask. Anyway, that is gross.
Put them in a
Smells
garbage
good.
bag.
well. I mean, you've got the cardboard, but have a look at this, the state of this.
Yeah, I'm not putting my feet on there. That's disgusting.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I'm going to put my feet on the bar floor, but I will spray bleach on them.
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my alarm's going on.
telling you. Oh, this one's a real gross one. You want to look at this one?
No. Alright, that's enough of this. I'm making it easy. No. People don't want to see this,
Look at
mate.
that one. That one's a real
Sorry, everyone.
Oh, is it on?
Can you return the music now?
We're literally just here to give Pep a round of applause on. He's just cleaned everything up. He's got in. We've only got 2 more junction boxes to figure out. But apart from that, it's all done. And then tomorrow we're coming to do the floor because me and Pip have a date with.
I was going to say, that's the elephant in the room.
What's that?
The pub's open.
Yeah, the pub's open.
I'll say this in the microphone. The pub's open.
Yeah.
But
But the floor's not open and we've got a sold out show, but we're going to block it off. And we'll come back and do that tomorrow because there's too much math and working things out for us to do at the moment. And we don't want to be cutting up well, there's people coming and drinking. But that's it. Look how good of a job that is. We got all.
That's all the three phase into
For the kitchen.
Yeah.
All white in there as well.
Yep, 3 new power circuits.
Yeah. And we took 3, 4 out.
Yep. Well, we took 3 out and 4 in.
3 out and 4 in.
Yep.
Huge.
Lovely. Pips Wonderland.
Yep.
That goes over
there.
You might as well explain this, can't you?
Oh yeah, so that comes in from under that doorway, comes through, travels through this little nice little valley here, splits off. The orange is 3-phase. And other than that, Pip's done it.
Lovely.
Thank you, Pip.
Yep. Finish up maybe tomorrow. Next visit.
Next visit.
Then we can put the floor down. And then the fun really begins. Did you know, if you want to reach up high, right, if you go put your hand up the front, you can reach further. True fact. Oh, what? Hell, what? Right. So see if you go like that.
Yeah.
Whereas if I go like that, it goes there. Gives you another 3 inches.
That took me a second. It's like that way versus that way. Alright.
No, you got to actually put it up the front.
So like that.
Yeah. So let's say that's there, right?
Yeah.
If I go, you got to put your hand right up the front. There it is there. Gives you another inch.
This is some sort of magic trick.
See?
Oh. The f is that? For real? I wonder if that works with other things.
I think that's called roll at the front, roll at the back, mate.
Right. I got a bad joke, but I'm not going to say it. It's about the cable. I'm not going to say it.